Hello designers, welcome back to the channel today. So in today's tutorial we are learning this dress that you see here, a bustier dress with a keyhole, a yoke, and then a shirt collar. We're going to be learning everything in the next 1 and 2 tutorials. Okay, so in this pattern drafting tutorial we are starting with the bodice part. Okay, so I begin by marking out my starting point, right, and then I'll mark my bust point line, my under bust, and then my waist with ½ inch added for the joining. Okay, the joining of the waist to the skirt part of the dress. Okay, so once you are done, you extend your lines out. Here is the bust point line, the under bust, and then the waistline. The shoulder is right here. So mark here across back measurement. Hers is 14 inches, so half of it is 7 inches, and then the neck width I used 3 inches. The neck depth I think I used about 3.5 inches. Sorry, the neck depth I used 2.5 inches. Yes, as you can see. And then for the back, about 1.25 inches. Try and get the curve better than I do, okay, or better than I am doing right here. So come down the across back measurement with 1 inch for the shoulder slope connected to the neck width, as you see me doing. Okay, and then put an armhole depth measurement here. Hers is 7.25. Extend the line. This is the line that is going to be the chest line. The chest line. Again, put her across back measurement here divided into 2. Okay, and then connect it to give you the armhole depth line. Now this armhole depth line, we're going to create an armhole curve on it. So divide it into 2. Okay, come inside with ½ inch. This is going to be our front armhole curve. What you saw me mark was the bust divided into 4. So connect it to the ½ inch you marked on the armhole depth line. That is your front curve. What you're doing again here is the back curve. It's your back armhole. So we've marked both our front and our back armholes together. It makes it so much easier. Okay, so what you're going to do here is her nipple to nipple measurement, divide that into 2 and then put it right here. Mark a straight line through. Divide the shoulder into 2. Connect it to the bust point line, just as you see me doing. Okay, now once you have it this way, you go up by 1 inch or 1.5 inch. This is going to be the neckline, as in the neckline that rests on the chest. Okay, before that is from there upwards that the yoke will sit. Okay, and so here we come in here with 1.5 inch over there and then ½ inch on the other side. I'm sharing 2 inches between these places. If the person has too much bust, okay, you can use 1.75 on the bigger side and then 0.75 on the other side. Okay, and then because she's not so busty, I stepped down with ½ inch and then connected the curve, as you see me doing. This side you don't want it so much curvy. Okay, and so from there we're going to snatch the chest so that there will be no gaping, okay, around the armhole. And so I'm using 1 inch here, then I use 0.75 inches over there. Okay, and so you connect from the 1 inch side, and then you connect from the 0.5 inch side to the bust point line. So once we are done, we are going to draw out our sweetheart curve. Okay, you can bring it as deep as you want, but I don't want the person's boobs to show so much, so I'm just coming here with about ½ inches. Okay, I decided to extend it a little bit beyond the ½ inches, about 0.75 inches here. Okay, and so once you are done, you connect it. You connect the curve all the way to the armhole, just as you see me do. Okay, to the middle of the armhole. Okay, and then you close up the gap in between, so you make your curve more vibrant with your marker, just as you see me doing. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is what we have. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, you see this dart here, you have to replace it. That dart on the chest line, replace it. How much you took, replace it. All right, and then I'm adding sewing allowance of 2 inches. So on your waistline, put your waist measurement divided into 4 here. Put the darts here. The darts, how much you took out, put it there, add it back, and then add your sewing allowance. Okay, and then you connect it, just as you see me doing. It's very simple. Very, very simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to work on the keyhole at the center front. So from your front neck depth to the chest, take the measurement and divide that into 2. I'm going to go inside with ½ an inch, just ½ an inch, because after sewing and hemming that side in, is going to open out wide, so you don't want to go in with so much. Okay, and then you connect it like you see me doing. Connect it to the center front, the middle. Okay, and then connect it to the neck depth. It will form something like a triangle. Okay, as you see here. So this is it. This is the yoke, the keyhole, sorry. Yeah, and the yoke. Now this yoke, you know, is both the front and then the back yoke together, because we cut our front neck and our back neckline together. And so we are not done with the yoke. We are going to work on it, so stay tuned. Don't leave this tutorial, or else you won't get everything you're supposed to get from this tutorial. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you're going to cut out. Please watch closely the areas that I'm cutting out. Cut the back armhole curve together with the yoke. Okay, it's very important. And then don't cut the front neckline, cut the back. I added ½ inch for shoulder joining. Okay, be sure to also add ½ inches if you don't want your yoke to be smaller or shorter than it should be. And then you cut the rest of the bodice. So now let's cut out our darts, remove our darts. Okay, take your time and do this. Be careful where you are cutting. So this is it. This is our side. This is our center front. This is our yoke, which we'll be using to cut the rest of the yoke. So we are going to cut our back. Okay, we're using the front to cut our back. So what you see me rolling out is a zip line of 2 inches. I drew a line so that I will be resting the hem of the bodice on it, but it's not really necessary. Okay, so you align it just as you see me aligning it. Okay, because it's the back, you need a zipper at the back. All right, and the yoke is also going to have a zipper at the back So this is very, very important. We are going to sew our back without any dart. That is why I am aligning it like this. When you align it like this, it's going to eliminate any dart so that you won't have to sew or join the back. The back will be just one piece and very, very simple. Okay, and so ensure that the top part overlaps, but the bottom from the underbust to the waist, that is a straight line. Okay. You don't want from your underbust to your waistline to overlap. It should like kiss each other. It should be kissing each other side by side, but there should be as little space as possible. Okay, the space shouldn't even be up to 1/4 inches. Okay, but it shouldn't overlap. And so once you are done, you rule out the outline. Okay, when you do it this way, you don't need to sew any darts, like I said before. Because the back has no curves, no bust, we don't need to draw the parts beyond the armhole curve. That's for the front, not for the back. Okay, so we are going to end the outline there. You see, our back yoke will come and rest on it like this. Okay, it will come and rest on it like that. Okay, so we don't need that curve of the front. No, we don't need a curve for the front. So after getting it like this, what you're going to do is you're going to rule a straight line to join the zip line like this. Okay, if you like, you can give the back a curve. I'm going to leave mine straight because of the presence of the yoke. Okay, if you use the curve, you might have to add a few more inches to the yoke. Okay, so I don't want that kind of complication, so I'm just making mine straight, and I don't want any complications at all. Okay, and as you saw me do, when I have slanted my zip line, all right, from the waist to the chest area. Okay, it was previously 2 inches. I slanted the waist, so the waist is about 1.5 inches. Yes, 1.5 inches, and then the top part is 2 inches. After sewing it with half inches, it will be reduced to what it should remain. Okay, and so once you are done, you just cut it out, just as you see me doing. So here is our back. Like I said, the back will be, I said it will be one piece, but it's going to be 2 pieces because of the presence of the zip line. Of course, 2 pieces instead of being maybe 4 pieces. Okay, if we were going to be cutting out the dart. Okay, and so this is it. So you fold in your zipper, and this is what will remain. Okay, and so here are our pieces: our yoke, our bodice, the front, and then the back. The back. Here is the side front, the center front, and that's the yoke. At this point, please, if you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel, please do so. Please, it means so much to me. If you've learned something from this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you have any comments, any question, please be sure to leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to address every issue. Okay, so we are going to draw out we're going to work on our back yoke. You see, this is our front yoke, and because of the curves at the front, there is this curve on the yoke, but we don't need that curve on our back yoke. Okay, don't need a curve on our back yoke, so we are going to draw out our back yoke. Be sure to use that 2 inches you used for the back, the zip line. Okay, use that same 2 inches here. Next, we are going to rule a line, all right, to give the pattern we are going to be drawing out next some kind of direction. Okay, and here will be the starting point. So you place your front yoke on it like this. You draw out your the back neckline. Draw out the shoulder, as in trace it out from the front. Trace out the back armhole curve. You see looks like my paper is a little bit shorter, so I'll be sure to extend it a little bit more when I'm cutting it on the fabric piece. Okay, so once that is done, you just connect with a straight line, as you see me doing. Okay, so this is basically it. This is the back. We're going to highlight it with our marker, as you see me doing. That line is no longer needed. So you see, when you bring the bottom part of the back, it will be like this. Okay, so you do it like this, and then you match out the zip lines. Okay, you know the zip line, it slants from the top to the bottom. Okay, so here is the zip, here is the back yoke. This is basically it, guys. So you cut it out. Please, at this juncture, if you haven't liked this video, please like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, so that whenever I upload a new tutorial, you will be the first to know. Okay,